This lesson is going to focus on how to solve equations when there's variables on both sides of that equal sign. We have our balance scale right here. We know that when there's an equal sign, it means that the two sides are balanced. So if we want to write this in algebraic form, I'm going to look here at the left-hand pan, and I have two x's and a 14. I'm going to write that as 2x plus 14. I have my equal sign. And then looking over here, I have 3 x's. So algebraically, on the right-hand side of my equal sign, I'm going to write that as 3 x's. Now, this is very important to remember that there is this wall here at the equal sign. We cannot combine like terms. We cannot combine our x's across the equal sign. The only thing that we can do is if I want to take these two x's and take them off the scale, so remove them or subtract them, whatever I do on one side of this equal sign, I can then do it on the other side as well. So I'm going to take those two. We should actually make sure that one's not involved in taking out. I'm going to take 2 from that side as well. So I'm going to subtract 2 x's from that side. Why we did that is because 2x minus 2x is 0, and all we are left with here on the left-hand side is that 14. I still have my equal sign, and now right here, 3 x's minus 2 x's is 1x, and we've essentially solved the equation. So let's try this with this example I have written here. The very first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to draw this line on the equal sign to show that there's this wall here. So we can't combine like terms across the wall. What I'm going to do, this side right here has less of the variable. So I'm going to subtract that one. I am going to take and I am going to subtract 3x from this side. The reason I'm going to do that is because 3x minus 3x is going to be 0, and those are going to be gone. Whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do it to the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find where the variable is on the left-hand side, and I'm going to line it up. So I do want you, let's make a note here, to line up the variables. Line up the variables. It's just going to make everything neat. So what I did right here, so I lined up the x's. So they're right here in a line. That's going to help me when I take 5x minus 3x, that's going to give me 2x. I still have my plus 925. I'm going to keep my equal sign. Another thing that we're going to line up, we're always going to keep the equal sign right there in the line. The 3x minus 3x is gone, so all I'm left with here is 1,255. I'm going to scoot that over a little bit, and the only reason I'm scooting it over is because this right here is gone. Now I have a two-step equation that we've been working on. Again, with two-step equations, we are going to get rid of the adding or the subtracting first. So I'm going to subtract 925 because this right here is going to equal 0. Whatever I do on one side, I have to do it on the other side as well. So all I have left on the left is 2x. Again, my equal sign stays right here in the line. 1255 minus 925 is 330. Oops, not 333, 330. One more step to go. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides of the equation because I got a 1 there. So this becomes x is equal to 165. We gotta check. So we think x is equal to 165. We are going to substitute in 165 everywhere that we see an x. So this is going to be 5 times 165 plus 925 equals 3 times 165 plus 1255. What we're going to do now, you're going to take the left-hand side of the equation. You're going to plug that into your calculator. 5 times 165 plus 925. 5 times 165 plus 925. Oops. I got 1750. So the question is that what the other side is going to equal? Again, in your calculator, 3 times 165 plus 1255. Yes, it does give me 1750, so we have checked and we know that our answer is correct. Let's try this next example. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where my equal sign is. As you can see, we have some like terms on the left-hand side. So I have a negative 4.5y and a negative 3.2y. Let's make a note here. So I want you to make sure you're going to combine like terms first. That's going to be the first thing that you do on an equation that needs it. But only on the same side of the equal sign. On the same side of the equal sign. Remember, there's a wall there and we can't combine across the sign. So it's only, because these are both on the left, we can combine them. So this is going to become 96 minus 7.7y equals 5.6y plus 42.80. Now, because this negative 7.7y is smaller, or it's subtraction or negative, same thing. Watch what I'm going to do here. I am going to add 7.7y because that's going to cancel these two out, and then I don't have to deal with the negatives anymore. So I'm going to add 7.7y to both sides of the equation. That's going to give me 96 equals 13.3y plus 42.80. Now my variable is over here on the right, but that's okay. I am going to, again, subtraction or addition we get rid of first. So I'm going to subtract 42.80 from both sides. That's going to give me 53.2. I still have my 13.3y. We're getting there. All I have left is I'm going to divide both sides by 13.3 to get rid of that, and I'm going to have y is equal to 4. Now I want to show you what an equation with a variable on two sides looks like in a real-world context. So here's an example. Kelsey withdraws $25 per week from her bank account. So here's Kelsey right here. Here's what she starts with, $550. Each week, Chris deposits, here's what Chris doesn't start with as much money as Kelsey does. Chris deposits $15 of his allowance and $20 earned from dog walking into his bank account. After how many weeks will they have the same amount of money? So we're going to let x equal the number of weeks. And we want to know when it's the same or equal. So let's start with the left-hand side, and we'll start with Kelsey's amount after X weeks. So Kelsey starts with $550, so we're going to start with that. And then she withdraws $25 every week. So that's minus 25 times whatever number of weeks, X number of weeks. We want to figure out how they're equal. So then we have Chris here, Chris starts with 10 and then deposits 15 a week. So this is plus 15x. Also 20 a week. So plus 20x. The x again represents the number of weeks. Now we have an equation. We're going to solve it and see when they both have the same amount in their account. So here we have, I always start with figuring out where that equal sign is. We have some like terms. So we're going to deal with that first. 15x plus 20x is going to be 35x. Here's our equal sign. We have 10. I don't know why I'm writing this backwards, but I am. Now we have a variable on both sides. So remember, number one, combine your like terms on a certain side if there is terms to combine. I am going to take this minus 25x because it's smaller than plus 35x, and I am going to cancel it out by adding 25x. This becomes 0. They cancel each other out. All I'm left with is 550 on the left-hand side. Because I did that on the left, I have to do it on the right, and I'm going to line it up with the other x here. Okay, so then we're going to have 10 plus 35x plus 25x is going to be 60x. It's looking better and better every time. Here's my variable, so I'm going to get rid of this 10. This is a plus right here. I'm going to do that on both sides because 10 minus 10 is 0. So this is 540 equals 60x. One more step to go. I'm going to divide by 60 on both sides, and I'm going to get an answer of 9 weeks. So that's just an example of real world context, why this is happening.